Hey guys, Shadow Spinner again. Now I'm going to be reviewing the 80s Fright Night. I've always wanted to see this movie because, as I've mentioned previously, my favorite movie of all time is The Lost Boys, which is also an 80s vampire movie, just like Fright Night. I'd never seen Fright Night. I'm not sure why. I just never watched it. You know, there's always that movie everybody talks about, but you just never see it, and you're not really sure why. It's not that you have anything against the movie, you just never watched it. So when I went to pick up some movies the other day, I decided I'm just gonna go ahead and get it because why wouldn't I? My favorite movie is an 80s vampire movie. This is an 80s vampire movie. You can't go wrong. So I got this one, I watched it, and now I'm doing my review. So anyway, the plot of Fright Night is that there's a boy named, I think, Charlie. Yes, it's Charlie. Okay, sorry, blanking for a second. Yes. So it's about a boy named Charlie, and he has a new neighbor moving in next door. Charlie loves to watch this show called Fright Night on TV about this guy who hunts vampires. Well, it's just a coincidence that his neighbor turns out to be a vampire. So Charlie, with the help of his friends and the guy who runs the Fright Night show, go out to kill the vampire. Of course, he has to convince all his friends and this guy that that the vampires are real. So that's basically the plot. I enjoyed the plot. Like, there were some things I had qualms with that were kind of irritating. Um, One thing that I thought was weird is how they immediately jumped to Charlie having the conclusion that his new neighbor Jerry's a vampire. I'm like, just because you see your neighbor carrying some bodies and you think you saw he had fangs doesn't mean you're going to immediately know he's a vampire. I mean, if I saw my neighbor had fangs, I mean, you would maybe be like trying to convince yourself that maybe it's a Halloween costume or something because vampires aren't real. So I thought that was weird that he was immediately like, man, he's a vampire. I mean, how can you know that for sure? Do some research. So I thought that was kind of odd that he immediately was like, he's a vampire. Another character that I thought was kind of weird was Evil Ed. Why was he even there? Like, he was just tagging along the whole time. Like, why? I just didn't understand that. I mean, Charlie and his girlfriend didn't seem to like him, so why was he hanging out with them? I mean, I just thought that was kind of strange. I mean, I thought he was a funny character. I just was like, why are you here? Like, it didn't make any sense that he was there. I mean, I just didn't think so anyway. But other than that, the plot was interesting. It was very interesting trying to see what Jerry was going to do next because you know he's a smart vampire. And so it's interesting to see him trying to thwart Charlie's attempts to get everybody to believe he's real. So I enjoyed the plot. It wasn't the best plot I've ever seen in a vampire movie, but it was entertaining, that's for sure. The cast in this movie was just really good. The only person I wasn't crazy about was the girlfriend. She was kind of just weird. I don't know. I just have weird things with certain actors. I'm just like, you're weird. But I thought she was just kind of strange. Um, but other than that, everybody was pretty good. I mean, it's not like she was a bad actress. I just didn't really care for her, I guess. Um, Let me think. So yeah, the acting was pretty good. The music was also pretty good. Of course, it was very 80s music, but I love 80s music. So that was pretty cool to me. I really enjoyed the music in the movie. I mean, I might watch it again and or listen to the soundtrack um, to get more into the music, but I didn't think it had as good of a soundtrack as The Lost Boys, but it was still pretty good. I mean, it fit in a lot with the times and whatever. Um, the scary element of this movie, I didn't think it was very scary, but I don't know why that was. I mean, I just didn't think Jerry Dandridge was a very scary vampire. I mean, sure, he turned his face into like a bat or something when he was really a vampire, but I just didn't think he was very scary, I guess. Um, he didn't do anything to make me feel like he was very scary. Like, I knew he might try to kill Charlie, and you worried about that, but I didn't feel like he was terrifying. But, you know, whatever. So, I did enjoy the movie, but not as much as The Lost Boys. At all. I did, like I said, I liked it, but just for me so far, I have not found another vampire movie that I like as much as The Lost Boys. So Fright Night didn't do it for me like The Lost Boys did, but I still did really enjoy it, and I would definitely recommend you check it out if you like 80s movies or vampires, um, or anything like that, or any of the actors, because they're all just really good in this movie. So I would definitely check it out if I was you, but it's not my favorite vampire movie. Um, and it's not my favorite 80s movie either. But it was alright, you know, I did like it. I might watch it again though because sometimes your opinion can change. I just feel like there must be a reason why some people say it's their favorite vampire movie, and I'm just like, gosh, why? But I mean, I want to watch it again because I might really like it the second time. You never know. So, I guess I would just give it like 3.5 stars out of 5. Because I enjoyed it, but I wasn't like thinking about it afterwards or like, gee, this was great. You know, I'm not going to run around recommending it to friends unless, like I said, you're a vampire fan or an 80s horror fan. Just because I thought it was an interesting movie and it was fun to watch it, but I wasn't like, wow, let's watch it again. This was great. But like I said, I'm going to watch it a second time, so don't anybody go hating on me or whatever because I'm going to try to watch it again because sometimes there's just something you missed that you're like, wait a minute, I actually do like this movie. I do that all the time. I go back and watch something, I'm like, why did I not like this more before? So yeah, I'm going to try to watch it again. So this was pretty good. Like I said, if you like vampires, if you like 80s horror movies, watch it. That's it for now. I've got some other reviews that I'll be doing in the next couple days, of the other movies that I picked up. And, season 2 of Vampire Night is coming out on DVD pretty soon, too. So I'll probably be getting that and doing a review of that also. So, thanks for watching.